Hi Alex, I'm just about to try and demonstrate how to create a GPX file and create a route using a bit of software that I use quite a lot for it, of which you can download the GPX file, load it into your Garmin, your new Garmin, and then follow the route on the Garmin. So let's get started. And oh dear, I'll get rid of that rubbish. So what I'm going to type into the software I use is a program called Mapometer, and it's spelled as it sounds, Mapometer. Mapometer.com. There it is there. Type it into, just open up a web browser. I use Google Chrome. Firefox is quite good. Internet Explorer not so good, but if it's the only one you've got, then use that one. Or if you're using your Apple, you can use Safari, I think they use on there. So this loads up the basic software. Now you can see I've got an account here. I'm already logged in on this, but actually you can just create an account on there and you can save all your GPX files to a shared area, which you can share it with the community or link people into them so they can come in and download them and stuff. So maybe if you want a key for something like that. Default position, it always comes up as running. We want to make it cycling over here. And let's just say we want to create a route and we want to go to stain drop because I think there's a calf there that you go to. So type stain drop in up there and you'll see it comes up centered in the screen. So the route I really want to do is stain drop to Gainford and back and go via Ingleton and Winston. So I've got stain drop, it's coming up there. I know I can zoom in and out of the map with these buttons here, and your scroll wheel will zoom you in and out or up and down. So, but these are the best ones to use, the scroll in and out. What you see over here, there's a draw mode and an edit mode. So we're going to start off in draw. So click on draw. We want to click on start. So we're going to start to create the map. We've got two options. We can use following roads or don't follow roads. So in this case we want it to follow roads, and what it will do is it'll create a route from a start point to an end point and follow the roads, but it tends to follow the because it knows you're cycling, it follows cycling suitable roads. It won't take you down a motorway and stuff, but actually it does tend to stick to the A roads or a bit most direct route. But anyway, so I've hit the start button, I've hit the draw, and I want to start my route in stain drop down there. And so, as I said, we're going to go to Gainford. So I've clicked on the map just here and started it. I'm going to type in Gainford here, just so in case you didn't know where it was. But I mean, if you know where you're going, you don't need to do that. And there you find it. Here we are in Gainford down here. So I'm just going to click on there, and what you'll see that the program's done is drawn me a route from stain drop out to Gainford. And what you can do is you just click any of the map and you see the point changes, and you can drag the map around the screen. So there, and you can zoom it in and out. You can see that I've created a route to from Stainford to Gainford, stain drop to Gainford. Now what I want to do is I want to close the loop, but actually I don't want to close it during the roads because it'll just take me back down the road and it makes it hard to edit it. So if I click here, don't follow roads, and then close the loop here, use this button on the left hand side of the screen, click that, and what it does is it draws me an arrow as the crow flies straight back down to there. So what I've done now is I've created a loop, I'm going out there and it's going to assume. So what we want to do is edit that loop, because I know I don't want to go down these roads. As I said before, we want to go via Ingleton, which is up here, and then come back round via Winston over here. So we're going to go over here into the edit section. I can edit select section, I can delete a section, I can change the start and end point, I can reverse the direction. In this case I want to edit a section, and what I want to do is I want to edit from the start, because I now start here but I want to go out via Ingleton and I don't want to go out the way it's going. So I'll click edit from the start, and what you'll see it's done, it's dropped a point in over there, and then say okay, where do I want to edit it? I want to edit a section between here. I know I can go, this is where I still want to end up in Gainford, so I'll put the second section there, and it's drawing, it knows it's on from the start as opposed to the finish, and it's drawn that in there, and it's still edit follow roads, so it's following the roads and it's done that. But what I can do now, as you see, as you drag the your mouse over the route, you get this little button point out. This can be a bit sensitive, but it usually works okay. So you just click, it's changed. No, I didn't get it that time. What if I got it that time? So what you can see is I can drag it now, and as I drag it, it starts adjusting the route, and I'm going to go. Oh look, there I can go down there, drop that in, and then when I let go, it's drawn that route in around there, and I've gone through Ingleton and just dropped down in through there, which is fine. So now I like that. I can commit those changes, which is great. Now I can say, okay, so I've got the route out the way I want to go, but actually I don't want to come back. I can't fly the way back, so I'm going to edit on the way back. So I'm going to edit a section again on the left hand side. I'm going to edit from the finish this time, because I know I'm going to finish in Staindrop, and I'm going to edit this one here. So from it's going to finish at the finish, but actually I still want to go into Gainford. I'm going to edit following roads as well. So I'm going to click where I want to edit from, which is Gainford. That's my point down there, so it's dropped in another bit. And I'm going to edit following roads, and what that do, it takes me back a loop around here, up there and back up to Stainford. So if we just zoom out a little bit, we can see where we are, or zoom in and get the full thing in, and just drag, as I say, click anywhere in the map and the hand changes and you can drag it around. Now I'm looking at that, it hasn't quite got me through Winston, and it's taken me down the A67, so I don't really want to do that. So what I want to do is I want to come out here. Maybe I want to see if I can drop down. If I can, how can I get into Winston without going down the A67? Looks pretty difficult at the moment. So I'm going to just click and drag. Did I get it? No, I didn't. Just you'll know when you've got this thing. This is really this is more. It depends where you are. So I've got it now, and it's sort of going to try and find me a route out over here. So there you go. What it's done, what you can see it's done is it's dropped me a route round, and I'm going to go like that. I'll let it go, and then just zoom out. And what you can see is it's because the unfortunately the river's in the way, so I can't actually just come straight through. But I don't really want to go down to A67. So what you notice over here on the left hand side, what this is telling me, it's telling me the distance that I'm going to be cycling. So this is only 14.5 kilometres, give or take. Now, so I've got that roughly where I want, but it's actually taking me down the A67 the other way. So maybe I'll accept that, commit the changes, and then maybe I'll edit again, and maybe I'm going to give up on, I don't want to really go through Gainford. So now I'm going to edit this bit out here and take out the A67. So I'm going to go back in, edit a section again. I'll edit from the middle this time, which is there, which is fine. And now I'm looking at this. Cook Lane looks an interesting lane. Looks like it get me into Pierce Bridge. So I'll start point, click on there. I want to edit from that point, and I still want to go to Pierce Bridge. So I'll edit. I'll say I want to finish there. It's fine. Back over here, edit following roads again, and it's going to take me down Cock Lane, which is quite nice. It tells me now this is going to be 30 kilometres of a ride because we're going a little bit further, and I can commit those changes, and then that's doing down there. Now I'm not 100% sure about this Cock Lane because it says lane, and I'm always wary of things that say lane rather than road. So what I can do is areas that I'm not really wary of, don't know that well. I usually go into Google Maps and then have a look at them. So what you can see is I'm already here is this Staindrop, here's Gainford, here's Pierce Bridge, and as you can see through here is Cock Lane. What I'm going to use is Google Street View. So I just grab the Street View icon, and you can see what happens is if it's been down a road and they've got a picture of it, or you get these blue lines. Now this is Pudding Hill Road down here. It hasn't come in on a blue line, but actually it's been down Cock Lane. So I can have a look at it and make sure that it's okay. So I'll drop the Street View viewer tool on there, or the little man as a lot of people call him for obvious reasons, and you can have a look. See Cock Lane, quite a nice day in the northeast. Seems unreal to me, but there you go. It's usually snowing. Yeah, Cock Lane, lovely roads. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm happy with that. So I can go back in there and say I could commit those changes. Now, what I could do is if let's have a little look down here and zoom in a bit. So this is still the B road, but it looks like there's an interesting track coming down through here. I can have a look up here. I can go on the satellite view and have a look at that, and I can zoom right in, and that sort of shows me that it's a road. Yeah, that's good. Looks okay. Looks like a very agricultural lane, but maybe the road surface isn't that good. So we'll go back out to our Google Street View again. Back here down here to Maps, which is great. Click it, go back to Maps. We'll order that. And where were we? We come down Cock Lane with Pierce Bridge, and we were going to check out. I just zoomed in using the scroll wheel there. This road here. So let's have a look at the Street View. See, now it's interesting because you can see that it's been down these roads and it's been down this road, but actually there's a little section of the road there that it's not been down. So let's drop them in there at the entrance to that road and see what that's like. Let's drop me in there, quite close to the entrance. It always seems to be looking the wrong way, but and there's the entrance. Right, so there's that road, and it looks like it's some sort of estate. It's not a gated road, so I can't see. The Google van's not been down there. There's some signs that you might be able to zoom in and have a look at, see what that says. You might know who that is, Alex, but I don't know. It looks like a blacksmith's. There's a blacksmith's down there. So yeah, that didn't look too bad. But what I can do over here, I can move around this this map a bit, and I know it did come in on the end of that lane. So just click there. Takes me to the other end of that road, and it looks okay. It looks like a nice road. Doesn't look like there's been a lot of traffic down it. We could take a chance on it. So I know when I get there, if I can't do it, I know roughly where I am, so I can go back here and change my route again. Just take it back off a satellite, put it back on map, click there. So I want to edit the section again, still editing. I want to edit it from the middle, which is there. So let's drop him in here. I want to go there, and I want to go there. And now what I can do is I can edit following roads. It takes me around there because it knows you can drop around a fling road, but actually I don't want that. I want to take him up out there. So thank you very much. Drop me in there, and then commit those changes. So now what I've got up here, I've got a 29.6 kilometre ride. I've got a nice circular route. What you can do is you can count if you're not wary of if you're not fully au fait with the area, you can zoom in on every bit and follow the route all the way around. It looks a little bit weird coming in out Stain Drop, but I'm pretty okay with that. Let's just go in and out there. You'll know the area better than I will, Alex. So we're coming in there. There's the A road there. There's the cafe in the middle of Stain Drop down here, and we're following the B road. So we can zoom in. We can look at that. Looks like there's a lane coming across here. We could have had a look. We can zoom in and have a look at that, but let's assume that the route is the one we want. So we're going to zoom out. There we are, zoomed out. I've been in the edit section of this. I want to go back to the draw section of there, so I can go draw, and that gives me the option to save the route. So now I'm going to save it to my my own personal area where all my routes are saved. You'll see this, and it's going to come up. It gives you the options for save as walking, running, lots of different things. This is a cycling route. Let's call this Darlington Test 2, just to there, and then save the info. And what you see is I've got loads of routes where we've done various touring and stuff, and you can just zoom up, scroll up and down. And what it always does is it puts the latest route that you've got at the bottom of the pile. So you can see at the bottom of the run of the one I ran earlier, Darlington Test 2 there. There's the routes. So I can go back in there, edit any time I want. I can share it and send it to people. If I just click on this bit here, it will just open up the route, and you can just view it, which is the view mode that I'm in now. So I can see there. Now what I want to do is I want to export it as a GPX file so that I can load it onto my Garmin software, your Garmin 800. So if I click export, you'll see it comes up with these. We've got a couple of options. I always save it as a tracks. If you save it as routes, it doesn't give it the title that you've called it, and it doesn't give you as much detail. So, and I always save it as the latest version of GPX 1.1. So I've saved it tracks, GPX 1.1, and I'm going to click export file. and you'll see down on the left hand side what happened there. It's downloaded that file to my download folder on my computer. So now I click close, and now I've got down here, I've got a GPX version of the map. I could take a screen grab of this if I wanted a little print out just to remind me this bit down here I might go a bit wrong. If I get there and I can't go through, I can come round the main road, down the main road. But it looked quite a nice thing, and it looked like we could go there. And as I say, the Google van had been most of the way along there, and there was a blacksmith's running down there, so it looks like an estate that we can cycle down. So that's it, I've got it down there. Now what I need to do is take that GPX file and upload that to my Garmin. So I'm going to stop now. I'm going to run another little video that will just show you where to drop that into your Garmin folder structure, so that when you actually load up your routes on your Garmin, you can follow it on there. So I'll just sign off for now. Okay, great.